Hey guys, just me. I promised you earlier this week I was going to do a Q&A, and if you had questions to comment and I would answer some of them. Now, my connection here is not the best like I had said, so I'm not sure that I saw every single comment. And again, I will try and look like when I am not here and have a good internet connection, but I'm going to answer the ones that I did find. I wrote them down and I'm going to answer them. I'm probably going to do another one because this may be a long video. So anyway, I had said before I was going to come on here and explain a little bit about me, my situation, how I got down to Tennessee before I answer questions for the new subscribers and anybody else that, may not know the whole story. Anyway, in 2020, I got divorced. I lost everything. I walked away without a dime. I was a stay-at-home mom over 13 years. So yeah, it's been really hard since then. But I have been divorced since 2020. I moved down to Tennessee because my mom, she had talked to me before about ITH. She used to watch the videos all the time. She believed Randy and Amanda like so many other people do. And she kind of told me about it. I didn't really listen because I was just getting divorced. I didn't really know what I was going to do there, where I was going to live. I had to leave my house. So she decided she was going to buy 2 tiny houses. And I got divorced, so I had nothing to lose, and I wanted to move far away, far away from somebody. So moving to Tennessee, I thought would be a fresh new start. I was starting my life over at 40. I'm 43 now. So I thought I really have nothing to lose. So my mom didn't want to come down to Newport, Tennessee by herself. And I said, sure, why not? I mean, what do I have to lose? Nothing. So I moved down here with my mom. She was originally going to buy a bigger tiny house, but she said last minute, she kind of felt like, I'm going to buy 2 smaller ones. And come to find out that, that has saved me because I didn't have anywhere to live after I got divorced and had no money. So I came with my mom and decided a tiny house. I thought it would be better than an apartment, especially with Cody. I have Cody. I did have another dog. I did lose her in my divorce, and it's still sad and it still breaks my heart. She is with him. He loves her, but she was my dog too. So I did lose her. And I know somebody had asked me about my daughter, and I said there's actually quite a bit of things I do not discuss on my YouTube channel. And I will not. Just what I share on here is just like a glimpse into my life. But I will say, I do have a daughter, and she is in Indiana. And when we got divorced, she was old enough to choose where she wanted to be. And that was her choice. So I'm kind of glad for that, because the way I'm struggling down here, which is why I stayed married longer than I should have, is because of this right here. I have no insurance down here, and I knew I couldn't work more than part-time because of my back and rib issues and all my stomach issues, which many of my stomach issues, at least some of them, did come from, I will say that stress. I can understand why people say stress is a killer, because stress can cause a lot of physical problems, and I know that now. But I know I had a question before about health issues and that's just kind of a glimpse. Like, I do know I have a hiatal hernia. I had an ulcer. I had gallstones. I did have gallbladder surgery right before I moved down here. And I'm pretty positive I have IBS. I cannot go to a doctor. I don't have insurance here. I lost that when I moved from Indiana, which is the only reason I may go back to Indiana, is for that. But anyway, I was in a bad car wreck when I was a kid. On my way to school, riding with somebody, a drunk driver hit us. from behind, and I still have PTSD from that wreck. We were sitting at a stoplight, and some drunk, this is why I really cannot stand drunks, and really didn't even hit the brakes before he hit us, going 55. We were sitting at a light, so that pushed the car into the intersection, and there was another wreck, and I probably will never forget this day. And a wreck happened, and they flipped on top of us. They also said, it's amazing that the car didn't explode, nothing like that. I was almost 11. I was back then, I don't know about seatbelts. I was in the middle, in the back of like a station wagon, didn't have a seatbelt on, and it's just kind of amazing. I didn't fly out the car, I guess. But that is when my back and rib issues started, and it kind of ruined my childhood because I was a very good softball player and I couldn't play as much. I was a pitcher because that motion, my ribs would pop out. Hence, that is why 2 months ago when my ribs popped out, I was in tears going to the chiropractor because I know that pain. And that is not fun. It is not fun to have them pop back in. But that is where a lot of the trouble started. I also started getting stomach issues then as well. All right, so that kind of answers that. So I'm going to look on here for one of these questions. I don't remember who it is, so I just kind of wrote them down. It says, am I going to get my house back? The tiny house. I do not know. I like to hope and pray that I will, but I'm not. As time goes on, I'm not real optimistic. Can I find a place closer to work to put it? I have looked. I will let you guys know that it is very hard to find spots to put a tiny house. There was Bean Station that the lot rent is more than even I am at Lola's now. So it's also farther to the north face where I work. And I don't have a couple $1,000s to move my house out there. So it is hard to find places to put tiny houses. You could go to a campground, but in Newport, a not really nice campground was like $650, $700 a month for lot rent. And it says, what is my mom going to do with the house? Sell it, rent it? Okay, so I'm going to kind of answer, we kind of talk about this because you guys know that I had tried to apply for an apartment. The whole thing is Cody. He is my emotional support animal. He is also on the service dog registry. The whole issue with Cody, down here anyway, is they told me that even though he's on the service dog registry, he has to be under 40 pounds. Even though I argued the fact that the ADA and all these things that I've looked up said you cannot discriminate against breed or weight. But I've also realized living in Tennessee that Tennessee does what they want to do. So yes, a good fact for people to know. They do what they want. So I could probably have an apartment, and I didn't get it because of Cody. And like I said, I will not go anywhere without Cody. But me and my mom talked about that. If I did get an apartment, maybe somewhere down the road, if I got one, that I think she wanted to rent this house where I am now at Lola's. She was planning on renting this house out. Now we wouldn't, I'm not for sure, neither one of us are for sure what would happen if I got an apartment, like with both houses. I don't know that she wants to sell both. Because we realize if she does, like I've told my mom, chances are we'll never get another tiny house again. And I know my mom loved tiny house living. I love tiny house living. I really do like it. So I don't know if the renting, if she rented it out, I would probably take over, be in charge of that. Kind of who would rent it and taking care of that aspect. But that's a big, if. But as for now, I don't know. She has the blue house in storage. I have not been there, only once, because obviously it's sad to me and it's upsetting. I don't want to go there. So, okay. I did elaborate kind of on my health issues. Somebody had asked. So that is why I have back rib problems from that drunk driver all those years ago. And yes, I'm still struggling. All right, another question. Did I finish Haven series? And what did I think about the final season, how it ended? Okay, I forget who this is from, but I did watch the whole Haven series, all of it. I love it. I give it a thumbs up. The final season, I will say, was weird. I think it was a 2-part season 5 or season finale. It got very, very weird to me. I thought all of the episodes leading up to that final season were really good. That last season kind of lost me, and I thought it was just really... That's my opinion. I was like, what? It started off so strong, and I was like, that was kind of a weird ending. And I know it's a sci-fi, but I don't know. It wasn't what I thought it would be. So we'll say that. Oh, here's another question. How old is Cody, and did I have him since Indiana? Cody is 4. He was born, so we think. He is from the Amish. I rescued him from the Amish. Actually, my ex-husband came home with him without asking. So, Cody, obviously, I love him very much, but he is rescued from the Amish. He is 4 years old. We got him when he was 5 months old, and have had him ever since then. He will be, I can't even believe this, June 19th, he will be 5. I can't believe he'll be 5 already. And he is the best thing. I mean, having a dog, he's probably cost me an apartment. You know, he costs a lot of money, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I mean, when I say Cody has saved me, I literally mean that. He is my whole world. All right, let's see. What made Mom decide to buy 2 houses from ITH? Well, that kind of explained that. She used to watch YouTube all the time. Loved Randy and Amanda when she bought into that, you know, what they had to say. But yeah, that I had no idea about it. I just kind of went with it, and my mom didn't want to come here alone. So yeah, I came with her. And was her house ever at ITH, or was it always at Lola's? So my mom used to live at ITH as well. It's a big confusing story with that, but my mom did have her house at ITH. And then the whole court thing happened, and I may have to get into more of court and stuff like that, you know, maybe even with my mom in a different video. But yeah, after that, it was just really, my mom just really had to get out of there. She didn't want to be in there, and I don't blame her. So she moved her house up to Lola's. So she was probably at ITH, I don't know, probably a year, not even a year. Thinking not even a year. But yeah, I mean, it's just been such a really big mess, really. And it says, why did my mom take possession of her house when there were so many mistakes? That has to do with court as well. And honestly, if you guys would like to see this, leave a comment down below and let me know. If you would like me to do a video, we were thinking about this, me and my mom. We're going to do a video too, and we can answer questions as well, because she can tell you more about court. I did go with her, yes, but we could get more into that, because I don't want this video to be really all that much longer. But yeah, if you want us to do a video and my mom can tell you more about court and her experience, I will do that. So just let me know down there in the comments. And is my mom following up on the wrong title for her house, which, you know, she never got it right. The title on the blue house was right. This one is not. She can explain some of that as well. I know she still doesn't have it. So like I said, my mom could come on and I will have her talk as well. Now, when I said I was doing a Q&A, I know somebody had said, are you doing it live? Well, honestly, I would have liked to, but number one, the trolls. I'd have to get a moderator. I know how that went last time. I did think of memberships, really, like just for the lives. So we could do that, and it would just be people I know, so I wouldn't have to worry about moderators and all of that. And I'm still kind of toying with that. Maybe if I get more subscribers one day, I'll maybe do a membership. I don't know. But I cannot do a Q&A. My reception up here is bad as well. So I'm just doing a video and answering questions. Okay. Now this one. I'll probably do this and then... Oh, does my mom live in a senior community? Yes, she does. She lives in the 55 plus, and she does love her apartment. And this is my tiny house close to where it used to be before my eviction at ITH. So Lola's property is about 15 minutes. 15 minutes or so from ITH. So that is why I say I have a longer commute to work, you know, since moving out here. It's technically Bybee. And this will be the last one I answer for this video, but why did I not sign the lease agreement instead of leaving ITH? And I think that has to do with the whole thing, yeah, when I got evicted, which I'm still calling that because, you know, 30 days, get out, we don't want you here, whole thing. But when they did come and talk to me, Amber and Tom did come and talk to me, I felt the hostility. Even though they came and talked to me, they only did it because I did a video and they were forced to because people were commenting to them about why that was happening. So they did offer that to me. I felt the hostility, and I know how things are there. I know I can feel it with the employees, and probably get into that more on another video as well, but with other people that have experienced things with ITH's employees as well, and what they do to people they don't like or want out of there. So, you know, I was not supposed to film, and also they had said that I would have to go on, if I stayed there, I would have to go on my video and say that I made a mistake. So they're saying that I'd have to go on and lie and say that I misunderstood why they wanted me to leave and that it really never happened. And obviously I did not do it. Which I did ask them, oh, well, ITH is going to go on and clear my name then too, right? Because I've heard things going around that they're saying I didn't pay rent, which I had every receipt. And yeah, I said, so they're going to clear my name too, right? To which, you know, Tom and Amber said, oh, sure, they'll do a video. Yeah. Needless to say, I did not do a video because I did not misunderstand and I did not get that wrong. And I will tell you, I will leave on this note, till my next Q&A. I couldn't answer them all because this is getting to be a really long video. But after I had done that video in November, when I got the eviction, 30 days to get out, I'd only heard of like 2 others that had gotten one, and they had complaints. I had had nothing against me, except my mom, you know, and going to court. But yeah, they had emailed me after that video, and I'm not sure who it was, somebody in the office, and they had said if I take my video down, that they could possibly get me a meeting with Randy to possibly discuss a possible month-to-month lease if I took my video down. And you can see I never took that video down. You can go look from November, and I didn't take it down, and I won't. And I didn't answer them because that's kind of what they did to me and my mom. And I've heard a lot of other people, they just don't like to answer you. They don't answer your email, don't call you back. So I was like, I'm going to do the same thing to you. But yeah, that was kind of that. Anyway, this is getting really long. I don't want to be more than 20 minutes. If you guys want, I do have more questions. I'll do another Q&A and finish those questions. And there's so much more. But if you guys want to hear my mom as well, I will go to her apartment one day and we can both kind of discuss. Again, it probably won't be a live because it's just, you know, the Q&A. But yeah, we can do that. And my mom can explain more about court. But yeah, that is kind of it for now. I will do another video soon. Be looking for it for the rest of the Q&A. And yeah, so I hope this answered some questions for you guys. And you'll stay tuned for, I guess it'll be part 2 of Q&A. Bye, guys.